Right. Just gonna start with the ball getting arrested in China.
Yeah. Lavar Ball's son,
LiAngelo Ball, getting arrested with two other classmates.
Two other UCLA basketball players got arrested out there, and I believe it's China, correct?
Yeah.
They was out there to play a preseason game, exhibition game for the college, and while it was out there, apparently they went to some stores, some high-end outlet stores, and apparently they shoplifted. And the next day, they were arrested by the authorities, and they were forced to be on house arrest after the president tweet was able to get them off.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about this?
It's not enough to go by. It's way too many stories going out. They're saying they were stolen glasses, and there's a few pair of glasses in stores, and this. It just, I don't see a reason why Ball would have to steal, seeing as his brother just signed a contract with the LA Lakers, so it just really makes sense for him to be there.
And his little brother just got a Lamborghini for his 16th birthday.
So it just makes sense for him to steal a pair of shades that he probably could have got just for no reason. I think he could have got that before his brother got signed.
And nobody's actually said that the Ball son is the one that took anything.
I think the fact that he's the big name in the place, that they're going to speak highly about him, mainly about it. I think if it was the other kids in there, they probably would have just been...
We've not even heard a name out of the other two players who are actually rated higher than Ball as players in college basketball this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're better basketball players, but yet their name is not even being brought up in this situation. I've heard recently there's people speaking about these kids should be suspended for the entire season. And to me, it's why? I don't understand why you punish a player or a person beyond what they did. Well, so if we're saying that these 19-year-old kids took some sunglasses out of a Gucci store while they were in China, and they're all from Northern California, which is synonymous with high-end fashion, and selling it in California right now, it seems like they were just doing something that probably a lot of kids that are 18, 19, 17 of California are selling or fashionably wearing. The kids. A lot of kids make those decisions because they might not have access to that financial, or they might feel like if I do this, I won't get caught. So it's just a juvenile mistake in that sense.
But it's like you keep saying, it's like they're kids. It's like you make mistakes in life. Like to be penalized for the rest of your career, for your life, for something you did at 19. Like how many players in the NFL, NBA, MLB, FIFA, anywhere has done mistakes and have been able to play again.
Correct.
And have done worse mistakes.
Correct. And the people that are saying he should be suspended for the entire season don't even seem to have all the details. We don't know how many stores they shoplifted for, how much the products were worth that they shoplifted, what they actually shoplifted, which members shoplifted what, to be able to now discern, like, well, let's just say the three of them went into one store, one out the three took a $2,000 pair of sunglasses. Now, the three of them were there together. All three of them should be suspended for the entire season because of one kid's actions. That's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about the stealing of sunglasses. That's enough to take a kid who was only there probably to play basketball, not there for academic reasons, take away what he's there for, and force him to sit on campus for an entire year when there's nothing that he can do for what he's there for.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fair.
It's just ridiculous. I think it's just ridiculous. It's way too premature to just automatically assume that these kids shouldn't play no more. You don't know exactly what happened. You don't know who actually did the stealing.
Correct. And they already have went through a great deal of embarrassment, a great deal of being responsible for their actions already. This is on a global spectrum. When the president has to involve himself in that action, do you know how many people now know about what this kid is being accused of and what he's being embarrassed of the mistake that he made? This is going to live with him for the rest of his life. So now to suspend him for the next 3 months, you're just laying on top of what these kids have to go through.
Mm-hmm. It just doesn't make any sense. I think it's going way too far. It's still premature in the sense for you. The fact that they already suspended him indefinitely is already too far. I think you should do an investigation and suspend and figure out from there. Still young kids with a bright future.
Correct. I think they're already dampening their future by doing it this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't respect the coach that doesn't stand by his players. I'm not saying that Alfred did it, but so far for what I've seen, he could have did a better job at being more of a guardian or a parent to these kids. Because that's what you're there for in college. You're there to almost act as a secondary parent. So when you treat them like they're professionals and they should have known better and you're the coach and that's the player, I don't think that's where a college coach should position himself when he's a 19-year-old and 18-year-old children, or young men rather.
Yeah, that's why. But look, especially I think the NCAA should be the last one to speak. Just 2 months ago, they're going through investigations for bribing kids. So that's using money to get kids into your organization. Now all of a sudden they're stealing. That's not our problem.
Stealing, like a $2,000 sunshades versus well over millions of dollars in bribery. Wow. Okay.
So yours goes under the sheets, under the blanks. Like no one's speaking about this no more. But this one's gonna stay for all season.
I didn't remember the president saying much about that.
Nothing on that. Nothing. Interesting.
Very,
very much, and that's why, I think what Simmons just came out recently with an article stating that how he did not like college basketball. That's why he only played 1 year. He didn't like the way how the whole thing was.
Yeah, he had to actually. There was a documentary that came out in which he even explained how he didn't really care for class.
He didn't care.
He didn't care.
He didn't understand
the NCAA.
When they state that, just think about it. He says, "What can I learn in 1 year? You know, I'm here for ball, so why not pay me?"
And the semester is not even that long compared to the college season. They play for about 2 months, and then the rest of that is just school. When I'm done now because I'm going to the league now. Once our season is done, and
at the March Madness, I'm done.
I don't have a need to go to class. I don't have a need to.
Someone's doing my homework already. I'm good.
But yet they'll force these kids to follow all the rules of the students. Where are they really students?
They're not. They're student athletes. Not the same. Very much not the same.